Alright, now I'm live.
All right, we're in there like swimwear. Let's get
We're
this
going
shit
swimming?
started, okay? I'm swimming in all that ass.
That's a great intro. Welcome, everybody.
All right, the real intro though starts out. We'll meet in the middle so Justin can get his kills, and then we'll just turn into a bloodbath.
Alright, here's the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh yeah!
Look at you. Anyway, all right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I wanted to start by saying I will make an attempt to make this a non-swear-filled episode. Justin, by the way, behind you. Hello.
Hi, Morgan.
Hello, Morgan. Does not mean the topics we cover. Oh yeah, so get 3 kills on this map and you get a challenge. So you know.
Okay. If you find one of us, kill us.
Whee!
There you go.
All right, just get 3 kills, and then
Do
once
I need
you get 3 kills,
is it melee or just
it doesn't matter.
shooting?
Just anyway.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'm coming back.
Okay.
Ah! Ah!
Hi, Morgan.
Hello, Morgan. Thank you for joining us today. But yes, some attempt at trying to keep this a non-vulgar filled show. Now that being said, they might slip out. Just, drop an F-bomb here and there, or a swear word. Basically, if we get censored on TV, so F-bombs, we're gonna try to tone it back at least slightly. All the others, yes. we can use the beeps for sure. I spy a Haggard 93. Get the heck out of here. As with the F word. See how hard it is when you're used to swearing a lot and you just swear like regularly. How hard it is to not swear.
So far,
Anyway,
I haven't gotten an achievement yet.
It'll be at the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Is there you said 3 kills? I don't see a time limit.
I don't either. I might have to go. It's just Slayer, so it should be like any number of kills to win.
Yeah, squeaky clean episode.
Well, I won't say squeaky clean, but we'll at least try to be somewhat more family friendly for the people who do wish to have, wish to watch this. And I understand fans of ours, like Morgan, have kids, and I don't want to say fans, but viewers of ours like Morgan have kids.
Cover your kids' ears. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Screw you with your stupid sniper rifle. Where are you running at, boy?
Nowhere.
Uh-huh.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
This is episode 33.
33.
33.
Weird. What the heck? That is trash. Trash.
Gotta be quicker than
Whatever. Oh, whatever.
that. Oh, you're gonna little Junior gonna cry.
Come back here and beat your face in.
Wee. Yeah, we're thinking about the children.
Anyway.
Oh wow.
Right in the face.
Cheap.
Just stupid brother here in a second.
Hey, we're not stupid.
Stupid.
We're all stupid.
We are. We're all a bunch of idiots. Anyway.
We're a hooligan.
Welcome to episode 33. We're going to try to be a little more professional sounding in this.
Yeah,
I was
we're
told.
fine, but don't.
I was told recently. Excuse you. This is a team effort. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm kidding. Yeah, it is entirely me. I always swear a lot. So we'll attempt to be a little more professional.
Oh,
wow.
no scope.
Lucky hospital.
And I gotta say, today is the 20th anniversary of September 11th.
It is. Yeah, so obviously starting off, do you want to say 20 years ago, obviously everyone should know what 9/11 is. If you don't, you might have been beyond your time, but I can't imagine the schools didn't teach you this stuff. We had 9/11 happen. A lot of, thousands of people died. It was horrible. It was this just great, big, awful day for America. I remember I was like 8 years old or something.
11 or
Dude,
7,
why are you
7.
not dying?
I got him.
This
Don't worry.
is stupid. Yeah, and then you come in and steal kills because that's how you win.
Yes. But yeah, so it is 20 years ago, and yeah, it still feels like yesterday.
Yeah, I mean we were all what 8 years old when it happened.
Around 7, I think.
I remember. Yeah, I just turned 8 because I'm the resident old man of the group. Remember I just turned 8. Came home, was wanting to watch Pokemon because it's what children do, And my mom was like, "Do not touch that TV," and I said, "What is going on?" I kind of knew it was a little more serious because she never really says stuff like that. That's crap. Wow. Okay.
The worst time my controller decides to disconnect.
Oh yeah, of course. It's okay. It lets you cheaply kill me because for some reason this game's like we have to give you a handicap because we know you suck at Halo.
Right. It's not like I've been playing for 20 years.
No, you still are trash. Anywho.
I guess continue with your story.
Anywho, I think all of us were about the same age, and at the time, I'm sure we knew it was happening, but we were kids, so it wasn't the same as comprehending it as an adult now. But definitely the gravity of it. I didn't go over to any of the combat zones during my time in the military, but I can tell you that I definitely met people that did spend some time over there that were some of the older cats in the military. Oh, good. Overshield. Alright, good. I'll give you a little binky to suck on, too. Nah, it doesn't have any ammo. You're lucky. Of course you have to find me when I'm out of ammo. Weak little prick. Anyway, sorry, we keep getting distracted with this game. But, you see it. I mean, I met kids who were born after 2011 that joined the military, and I'm just like, dude,
2001.
I'm not sick.
2001.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it's 2011. That were born after 9/11. Excuse me. I was hoping a rocket launcher. A rocket launcher? Yeah, shut up. Thanks for the rocket launcher.
Anyways.
Anywho, basically, it's been 20 years. It's kind of weird to see the change of our country over 2 decades. Some people don't have the same fervor about it anymore. Some people remember it like it was yesterday. I think it's important to remember that was a horrible thing that happened to Americans on American soil. And just to keep it in perspective, a lot of people lost their lives that day. We have to think last night, 20 years ago, is the last time a lot of people were going to be saying goodnight and I love you to a lot of their loved ones, friends, family, girlfriends, wives, husbands, boyfriends, whoever. Just always keep it in perspective and remember that you should never assume that tomorrow is going to be something you just get.
Yes.
So, just take away that life lesson. But either way, I don't want to perseverate on that too much. I just obviously remember coming home and feeling very differently about that day. And yeah, when I got older to kind of understand what happened, it definitely kind of made my blood boil a little. So.
Yeah, we also Justin and I had a great aunt who worked in the North Tower, who was actually in the step aunt, whatever. Not
wow.
step aunt, who was in the North Tower, the first tower that got hit by the plane, and
Yeah.
She was in one of the floors that got had direct impact with the plane.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Step aunt. Yeah.
Very, very sorry. to hear that.
Sorry.
Condolences.
She knew about us, but she never met us.
Okay, like extended relatives or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, that's horrible.
Still family.
My condolences
Yeah,
to
still
you and your family for that loss, and just knowing that is something that y'all were directly impacted. Your family was directly impacted by 9/11 in that way, and it's
So whenever we do go to New York and we go to the memorial and all that, we get access to
The family room.
the family room, and then also I guess you can call free entry into the museum as well.
Okay. I mean, I mean that is cool that you get to do that. It's sad that it has to be someone you lost from 9/11
Yeah.
to make that a thing.
Hey, timeshares, how's it going?
Timeshares, hello.
Thank you for the nice compliment. I appreciate it.
What did he say?
Nice haircut.
Y'all
Yes.
doing your? Do you have your cameras on and stuff? They can see your faces.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
do.
I always have my camera on so
okay.
people can see my pretty face and my smile.
My face is ugly, but I'm proud. I'm ugly, but I'm proud.
I say my face is ugly
Oh wait, no,
too, but I have a beard
I'm
that
ugly and
covers it, so.
I'm proud. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have too much pride in my ugliness, but
Well,
I covered my ugly face with a beard over the last progressively more every episode. I'm just like, oh, cool.
that is disgusting, and I'm sorry to hear that. Timeshares.
What?
I hope you get it cleaned up soon. Timeshares just said I just shit my pants. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Well, not sure what I should tell you about that one.
Oh, yes, I remember when 9/11.
Yeah,
first
put that
happened,
sniper rifle down, boy.
We were about to go to school, and I heard my mom scream, and went downstairs and said what was going on, and looked at the TV in the kitchen in the corner. It was a white TV we had, a little small white TV, and looked at the screen and saw one of the buildings was on fire. And then we went to school
Yeah.
that morning and watched all the news coverage about it on the projector screen and stuff. I remember.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Did they have you leave school early that day?
No. We were just watching it the whole time. We were watching it all day.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Timeshares. I know how you feel though.
What happened?
He says he has to work. That Timeshares has to work a double shift today.
Oof. If it makes you feel any better, Timeshares, I saw my schedule for next week, and aside from the one day I have off, that I'm going to be doing 2 job interviews, like pretty much all afternoon. The rest of the schedule is like 12-hour days, and I saw it, and I'm like, Jesus, I would rather shoot myself in the face. Anyway, did you get the challenge, Justin?
I got one thing, like a challenge in the game.
Yeah, that's what we're
1 out of 1.
So if you want to go spend your little season 7 point to go unlock something cool for your customization, go for it. Well, I didn't know if we wanted to continue to talk about 9/11, and obviously not like let's move this thing on the. But I know it's not something we want to talk about all day because it's not fun. It's not kind of depressing.
It's 20 years. It's surreal and crazy
Oh yeah.
to think about it.
Well, I think it's surreal that after 20 years, that is what we said took us to Afghanistan, and now we're sort of we're falling back on that, and I just think it's I think to see the conflict in Afghanistan come to a close after 20 years, and then we celebrate but we remember the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's all too coincidental But I also like that Afghanistan withdrawal was garbage, and our government and our administration, our president, to be ashamed of himself. And yeah, but I'll talk about more happy things, less controversial, at least right off the bat. Football is back, baby.
Yeah.
I'm
last
excited.
weekend.
And the Cowboys lost, so I'm happy.
Okay. we see the tribalism that Lord of the Rings subscribes to, so watch out for him.
Go.
Now, hey, look, man, we almost beat the Bucks. That was a good game. I don't care what you say. If you actually care about football, you're not some slimy little tribalist fan that's just like, oh, well, I'm not even from this one place, but I'm gonna cheer for them because, yeah.
Because I don't have to like a team that I in a city that I live in.
Yeah, it just shows you have no loyalty. That's all. Oh, it's okay, Austin. I already knew your loyalty.
I just have a loyalty for another team, that's all.
Yeah, it's a team that's from a city you've never even lived in.
And that's okay.
That's kind of stupid, actually.
Well, we're all
But,
stupid.
we are. But, yeah, I guess we have established that we are stupid, so we do stupid things.
Timeshares, did you see that game with the England Flompeteers versus the India Sploosers? Quite a romp,
What?
that one. Oh, probably not a real team, but I didn't see it. I never heard about it.
I don't know what you're talking
heard
about.
about it
But I know Timeshares is messing with us.
Yes. Yeah. But yes, I'm happy football's officially back.
Yep, and then we had Alabama, baby, roll tide.
Roll Tide.
Stomped the University of Miami. Not surprising. I think Alabama's going to pretty much steamroll through most of the season.
As always.
I would be surprised if they took more than one loss. It would be interesting. And of course, whatever team beats Bama is going to talk about it for the next 5 years. Even though the players that
Do you
were on
remember that time
team
5
that
years
did
ago
beat Bama
where we
once.
beat Alabama?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, you know how none of those team members are part of your current college team right now? Hey, that's pretty cool too, huh? Freaking loser. Anyway, yeah, and then you got guys like Johnny Football who managed to beat Bama once, and now he's just absolute gutter trash. So I'm not really worried. But you have the return of football. The Cowboys played the Bucks this last weekend. Who are they playing today?
They're not playing today. They played Thursday.
Thursday.
That's right. They did play Thursday. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
Dude, did we win or did we lose?
They lost by 2. Buccaneers.
Oh, that
won
was
by,
right. That was the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
I don't know why I
Buccaneers
said
won by
last
2.
weekend. I've been working so much this week. I kind of forgot what my schedule was like.
My team, the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, play on Monday against the Raiders. Las
Yeah.
Vegas Raiders.
Yep. So, anyway, no, we can't say that. That's a gang thing. It's for the Bloods. Don't say Sue Whoop, especially not in a place where the Bloods hang out. Just do yourself a favor and don't say that stuff. Let's see. But what else?
But yeah,
We've
so
got
football's back, college football and NFL, and what else?
What? We're
What are
playing
the
the
sports are
Falcons. I'm hoping it'll be on TV. And it's okay that you don't watch sports timeshares. Not everyone does, which is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only watch football and like UFC, any sort of boxing, MMA. Sometimes I'll watch the jiu-jitsu stuff, but I'm not going out of my way to watch like basketball anymore.
Me neither. I stopped watching it for a while.
I stopped watching it whenever they're on their little political soapbox bandwagon crap, and I was like, yeah, how about not?
Oh, esports? I've never really watched that.
You know what's funny? The esports, like MLG, back in the day when Halo 2 was raging, right? So like 2004, 2005, 2006, right before Halo 3 came out. And even for a year or so after Halo 3 came out, Halo 2 was still like considered one of the most often played multiplayer games on the original Xbox for a while too. I think it lasted until about 2008, 2009, 2010. And then yeah. So never watched it in recent years, but my brother was big on it. My brother thought he was going to be good enough to play in MLG. I was like, you're okay. Like, you're still sometimes gutter trash, so I don't know. But yeah, man, freaking it's pretty much MMA and football over here. I'm not sure what else people really enjoy watching. Not that I don't know what they enjoy watching, I just don't really care. It's like, I don't watch that stuff.
Everyone's different.
So, any other sports news? I didn't really see much. I just know the Cowboys are back. Alabama's played again, and we're back to football, man. So good times. Let the good times roll.
It's very exciting.
We're all set. Yes.
I just know all our running backs are tearing their ACLs, and we're signing like two big names, Le'Veon Bell and Devontae Freeman.
Yeah.
And so that are replacing the two that got injured. Yeah. But it's exciting. I mean, just see those names again back. The names, the big names back to playing on our team, and playing on my team. Sorry, not our team, my team.
The Ravens.
The Ravens, yes.
Let's clarify that again.
Yes, the Ravens. Not.
All right. Make sure we're all out of our idle zone, because I'm going to take us into a firefight game. I also just want to see what the challenge is for this, because there's a firefight. Complete match-made firefight games with 50 or more total kills. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Let's do firefight. Shoot. Fiesta fight. Okay. Do ODST firefight. Do it.
Alright, sorry.
No worries. I'm just picking the mission for this. Sorry. I mean, to be taking all night, all day. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people love balls. Donut loves balls.
I do. In my mouth, on my face. What was that?
That's not
Anyway.
family friendly.
I wasn't me.
That was the other donut? Okay.
Yeah, that was okay. There's two of us now. Well, outside of sports, you had the I don't know, are we done with sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know with it has been confirmed, we talked about it last weekend. We'll kind of stick with game entertainment until we get into other stuff. Season 8 of the Master Chief Collection will have Flood ODST firefight, so sort of this like survival horror mode. It'll be really good. Two things real quick. You can get a challenge for killing enemies with weapons, the Covenant weapons, so anything that's not a human weapon. And then also getting over 50 kills in this. And if we do it in 3 different match-made firefight games, then you can do it. I don't know if it's going to be like we have a 4th person, if this counts as firefight, but we can still get the profiteering challenge.
Right now?
Yeah, in these games, we can get the profiteering challenge.
What does that mean?
Just kill. It's one of the weekly challenges for killing enemies with Covenant weapons.
Oh.
Give me a brute hammer and then I'll be good. Or gravity hammer, sorry.
Either or. People know what you mean. But it's also infinite ammo, so I mean,
Yeah.
That is the
carbine.
joy
That's
of
good.
Fiesta firefight.
Reinforcement.
What was that? What is that? You said achievement that if you kill the enemy
It's
with
the weekly
Covenant.
challenges in the MCC. One is called profiteering, and one is I forget what is called profiteering, and it's killing 200 enemies with Covenant weapons. So plasma weapons, carbines, gravity hammer, swords, etc., etc., etc. You guys take this and I'll go to the other. There we go. So, like you were saying,
Already?
in MCC will have Flood ODST firefight. Kind of been looking for it. It's been confirmed though. Last time we talked about it, we were speculating. It had been whispered and rumored, but there will be obviously new unlockables. ODST Flood firefight at a good time. Kind of brings the Flood back. There will be a new Halo Infinite flight, so a technical flight, basically another demo, multiplayer demo. It comes out like later this month in September, so people are definitely looking forward to it. Be another chance for them to continuously improve on the Infinite multiplayer system that I know a lot of people have been really looking forward to. We thought there might have only been one flight. There's two, so that is wondrous. I don't have much in gaming news. I really don't. I guess if anybody, well, I don't know. Do we have any new games we played? That could be something we add into this segment. Any new games we played that we haven't played before that maybe we're recommending to people? I've been playing Cider, and it's an interesting game for anybody who played the first two Dishonored games. You understand that it's a fun time. It's a fun little semi-open world hack and slash type of game. Definitely has powers, swords, guns. You know, it's a little. How do I say it? It's like if Sherlock Holmes met. What's a good one? It's like if Sherlock Holmes in that time period of like the world had weird powers and like weird industrial weapons and swords and shit. So
reinforcements.
So that's a good one. I don't know if you guys have any games you've been playing lately that you would recommend to people.
What do you call it? Apex.
Yeah, Apex pretty fun.
Apex is fun. I started playing that last week. I like that game.
It's fun. You just have to have people that are willing to play it with you quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's still fun. I had it like last year, and I don't even know if I would still have any of my save data. So like any character that unlocked, basically as long as I have Octane, I don't give a crap. But no, Apex is a fun game. It's still free, right? It's still just a free multiplayer game.
Yes, yeah, it's free.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, profiteering, you have to kill 200. That's what it says on my thing.
Yeah, well, this is the place to get it done. Firefight for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so 200.
200. But any other gaming news, Austin? Any games you would
I've been playing
recommend to
Apex
people?
as well, and I do like Octane. He's one of my favorite characters.
And
And I've also been
one with
playing
the
like
crow
Phasmophobia too. Phasmophobia, not Phasmophobia 2, just Phasmophobia. If you
I've seen
like,
that.
Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunting, it's a pretty fun game. Timeshares, Apex is fun. And so is Lego Star Wars Remastered.
I
enjoyed playing
never played
Legos.
any of the Lego series games. How dare you steal my kill I saw?
Wait, who, me or Austin?
Austin.
Right in front of your face.
I will throw you over the edge of this gravity hammer. How does the How does the power drain hurt me like that when... Come here, bitch!
No! Damn it.
Oh, sorry. That's what you get for sniping that grunt in front of me.
That's worse.
5 enemies.
Let's see. Oh, that's cool, Morgan. Yeah. I played with a couple friends already before.
Oh goodness.
It's been pretty fun. They had a new update recently. I haven't played it since that update, so I'm not really sure what all changed and everything. But I saw what
Time
it
out.
looked
Austin,
like.
come get your stupid gravity hammer.
Fine.
Me and Justin over here clapping alien cheeks, and you're over here like, gravity hammer.
I'm crying over that. I'm talking about a game, sir.
Round complete.
But yeah, it looks pretty fun so far. I think it's a lot better just to play with friends, for sure.
What are we talking about?
Phasmophobia.
I'm the same with Apex though. Like you can have fun with random
Apex
people,
too,
but,
yes.
like,
I think Apex should, if I wanted to play by myself, which they don't have, they should really consider making like solo.
Tough luck and catch.
So that
I would
way
be
you can
down
play
for a solo free-for-all games.
instead of they only do and also add
Yeah,
add
3 on
another
3.
person for 4 people, not because
Yeah.
they only have duos and
It only goes up to
trios.
3. I remember playing duos all the time with my buddy Michael and Ryan and Ryan's wife. That was always a lot of fun. And that was like last year too. We definitely played a lot of it last year. But this was like right when my friends were getting. This is right when I moved to Colorado, and all my friends were like, "You should get Apex," and I was like, "What's Apex?" And then I played Apex, and I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of fun."
Yeah.
Woo! I'm getting the hell.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty funny to hear people scream and screech, or I guess get scared. I'm not one of them, but I think it's fun. Yeah, it's okay. Timeshares that you quit after season 8
Reinforcements.
of
Is that
Apex.
Oh, dude, I don't even know if I was at season 8.
I
I've
first
literally-
downloaded it whenever it first came out, and then I never played it until recently, and so it's been. I think this is like season 10. I think.
I don't even know what season I'm on. There are seasons for everything. Different seasons.
Throwing boxes at him. Go!
Oh,
Oh, Austin's dead.
I'm good.
Oh, sorry.
Well, maybe sometimes I'll jump.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, they make it a pretty realistic ghost hunting game. So
Yeah.
Riot. Double
everyone jump scares. It happens.
I mean, that's like playing Five Nights at Freddy's and not jump scaring. Like, games that make you jump scare for just because it's stupid.
reinforcements.
It's because like it's jump scares are not actually scary. It's like it startle you for a minute. It doesn't take much to startle me. A raccoon could come through the window and startle me, but I'm gonna probably kick it out the window after like a second of recomposing myself. Like, oh, it's a raccoon. You know what I mean? Like, do we consider jump scares actual horror, or just consider them they made you go like, ah, okay, oh, okay, that's what
The
that is.
natural thing.
Double
Yeah, exactly.
If you find a health pack anywhere, let me know.
Well, yeah, I kind of need one as well.
reinforcements.
Yeah, I played Escape from Tarkov a couple times. It's okay. I mean, I would like it to have icons to show you who your teammates are and all that. And in that game, you just don't even know who's your team, and you accidentally kill them.
Jesus.
And then,
Oh, come on.
also looting as
Get the
well.
hell
But
out of here.
it's an interesting game to play. I played that a couple times.
I guess he got stuck. Jeez.
Anyway. Any other gaming news? Any entertainment news? Movies coming out? Stuff like that? Before we get into the nitty-gritty, political crap. that has been dominating our news cycle for the last probably, say, 48 hours. As it does every single day, though, so I'm not really surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Health packs are going to be in the May as they were. You're already up there, so you already know.
Reinforcements.
Well, real quick, crypto took a dive. Not a, well, I don't want to say a dive, but kind of a dive. Bitcoin was at 50,000. It was going above 50,000 actually, so it was kind of cool to see that. And then, oh shoot, almost swore.
Round of applause. You stopped yourself.
Thanks, man. Glad I want to thank God for giving me this point. I'm kidding. I'm not religious. I don't ever do that. I think that's tacky as hell to ever give a speech and be like, I just want to thank God. Okay. At this point, I will swear mildly. I'm like, jackass. And that's great. Like, that's cool. Maybe you should thank God to yourself. Like, all the glory to God. And I want to make sure I'm not disparaging people that are religious. I just sometimes find it very. It's like whenever someone says I just want to thank God, I kind of have to roll my eyes a little.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Morgan said,
Round complete.
I become tree person, LOL, but Cody and his friends play Tarkov
Woohoo!
and talk over Discord.
Oh shoot! No!
And then I found myself going from bush to bush, trying not to get shot and screaming when I run because FPS is not my... Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is when it comes to FPSs,
Start. Tough luck.
the problem is you have to be good at FPSs, and like people are like, oh, it's just a video game. Yeah, but if you want to be good at the video game, like yeah, you can play a video game and suck. No one cares. Like, but being good at your video games means, like, especially FPSs that are fast-paced, Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, any of them, require you to actually be in tune with what's going on. So people will look at the screen like, I don't know what's around me. Like, look around. Like you need to immerse yourself in the environment. Hello, Dixon. Hi, baby. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by my other co-host, Dixon. He's up here. He just came up. Hi, baby. Good job, good boy. How about? Come here, baby. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're being so cute. All right. No, little man. Oh God. But yeah, crypto went from like 50,000 or 51,000, maybe even down to now like 45 or 46,000. Took a little bit of a dive. So we'll be okay for those who are invested in the crypto market. I would just remember this is part of the fluctuation of crypto. Radio Kids talked about this several times before. That like this is the way the markets play, right? So anybody that's not very familiar with economics, with the market, with fluctuating financial trends, this is normal. This is something that generally does happen. So I wouldn't panic. Use the drop as an opportunity to capitalize on lower prices on market. That's all I would say. Is use that opportunity. If you are going to make a move, this would be the time to do it when it goes down. Maybe not. Maybe wait for it to go a little further down so you're not blowing away money. But
Yeah. I don't know.
Banshee
Still don't know
is
anything
starting
about
to
that.
come-
But,
Yeah.
If Radio Kid was here, he'd still have. He needs to. He'll
No.
be.
He'll be able to talk about that more.
Yeah, I can
he's way
try.
behind
I
on
am
his
nowhere
crypto
near
talk.
As well. I can attempt to do the same amount of discussion that Radio Kid could do. I am just not as versed in the arts of the market as he is. He is much more in tune with it. He pays much more attention to it. Oh God, I thought you were about to pay me back for when I accidentally tossed you off the edge with the hammer. Like, no, I'm gonna die. Yeah, so the market took a little plunge. The crypto market at least took a little plunge. Not too much though. It's like jump ship and get out of there. It's just like, I don't know, whatever, man.
It happens.
Okay.
It's the market
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, so any more of our what we call casual news, the kind of lighthearted stuff, the funny stuff, entertainment, stuff that's not politically directed or based in politics. Nice, I hit him. I didn't think I would make that hit. Dude, I hate the drones so dang much. Like, you're a bug. Get out of here. Another reason the Covenant deserved to lose the war. Oh yeah, Black Eye's on, guys. Or not Black Eye. What is it? Was it Black Eye where you have to melee to recharge your stamina on this?
I don't know.
Oh god, hi. Woohoo!
Oh, good thing I have a gravity hammer already.
Some garbage. Woohoo! Oh, I got stuck. I'm dead. Whee! Oh wow, I have a battle rifle. That's what I'm used to seeing in Halo games. Or at least ODST.
Give me my carbine rifle back.
So, let's talk about some of these more unfortunately pressing news. We'll start with the vaccine mandate that Joe Biden put out. As you know, I guess they hopped them up on uppers to hold that conversation. Apparently now, any business that has over 100 employees will require all the employees to receive the vaccine, or you have to get a weekly negative COVID test. I think what this is, it's not a mandate, but you know what it is? It is a coercion, and equally just as bad. Because he's just playing semantics. He's playing the game. He is manipulating these people into having to get the vaccine if they don't want it for whatever reason, right? Especially if they have a medical exemption that says like they shouldn't be getting it.
Really?
Yes.
Did my weapons disappear?
No, that's not there. I didn't take it. I don't have any of your weapons, so. Oh god. Oh god. Woohoo! Whee!
Reloading.
Your hammer's still over there. Oh god. Whee! So I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of Joe Biden's. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of Joe Biden, but I'm not a fan of his this faux mandate. It's not exactly a mandate. It's not like a legal decree. That's pretty much all he's been governing through his decrees. But it is not that, to be very clear. But it is a squeeze. It is the coercion of the American people and the American companies to have to get the vaccine because no one can afford it. And if you don't get the vaccine, it's like, well, then you receive a $14,000 fine a day. This is ridiculous, man. $14,000. Who here can pay $14,000 right now if someone said, hey, you owe me $14,000?
Not many people.
Me.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't right now. Not offhand. I'd have to sell some stuff. But the point is, it's a ridiculous mandate. You are squeezing the American people to force them to do something that they might not want to do. So, again, this is a matter of choice. This is not a matter of, well, you should get the vaccine because blah blah. No. What are you saying, man? Why are you saying this kind of stuff? Like, this is not what you should be doing. So, I'm just not a fan of it. I think this is a way to try and squeeze. This is a way to try and squeeze the American people to get them to do what you want, and it makes you a scumbag. I've always thought Joe Biden's a scumbag, but this is just not okay. So I imagine some states are going to push back. He said things like, and he's saying, I will use my power as president to get these Republican governors that are like to get them out of the way. And I'm like, well, what do you have as power? What power as president do you have? Because you don't have any. You can't remove governors by some sort of like edict of, like some sort of presidential edict. That's not how that works. Okay, so we did not get the firefight fodder challenge. We have to complete match-made firefight games with 50 or more total kills. So I apologize if not mean to waste your time on that one.
Well, the profiting one, I'm at like 72 out of 200, so it's not bad.
Profiteering.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. That.
I gotcha. Anywho, one of y'all do not have. Who does not have ODST or Reach?
Probably me.
Which one do you have?
I have all of them, but Reach.
Okay, well, then we'll take Reach off. Anywho, we all have ODST. You should get Reach.
Nah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what y'all thought about this. If you think this is a good move or a bad move.
I still think it's just everyone's choice.
Well, it's no longer the case.
I know.
It's not actually. Yeah.
So basically Joe wants everybody to get vaccinated.
So
it's basically
basically,
gonna be
yes.
mandatory sometime.
He wants
at some point.
It's so faux mandatory. It's a faux mandate, right? It's not actually
Hey
mandatory.
man, how's it going?
It's not mandatory in the sense that if you don't, like, you have to get it, right? But it's a squeeze. It's a coercion. Where any business with more than 100 people, which is like a lot of businesses, man. The majority of businesses have, like, at least the sizable ones have over 100 people. Maybe not your small mom and pop shop. They shouldn't have to abide by anything because now you're just crapping on people's livelihoods. But
Set, start, tough luck.
oh yeah, we just non-stop grenade action.
Yes. I mean, I
Anyway.
don't think Joe should have probably never did that. 'Cause, I mean, it's.
Well, he did, and I think this is the dividing line between. This is where the culture war is getting pretty intense, and I think at some point, like I think we're just a few more gubernatorial edicts away from people just saying, "I will shoot you if you come near me." I think we're getting there. I think we're creeping more towards this like armed civil conflict. I won't call it a civil war because I don't think it's going to be two sides just lining up and taking aim at each other. It's not going to be like that. You know, I think it's going to be a cultural war, right? Look at who, like, look at media, look at money, look at pharma, look at all these companies. Anybody that's in cahoots with the big government will take one side. Anybody that's anti-government establishment will take another, right? There's not like there's any problem with that. There's nothing wrong with saying "F you," I don't want to, I won't do what you tell me. The problem is, look at the culture shift. It went from "F you, I won't do what you tell me," from Rage Against the Machine, to "F you, you better do what they tell you." Also by guys like Rage Against the Machine, who are no longer punk. They're saying, "Get the vaccine, do what the government tells you." You know, when were these guys the blind obedience crowd? You know what I mean? And that's just, I don't know.
Are
So
you
it
able
kind
to
of-
pick up weapons?
No, brute shot only.
Oh,
But you still get the profiteering.
oh, you do.
Yeah. But so that's what it is, and I think, but then a Florida court ruled in Governor Ron DeSantis' favor, an appeals court or something like that, basically saying that like Florida can ban mask mandates. They can basically say, "Get the hell out of here with mask mandates." I don't feel like here's the thing, guys, is that the president does not dictate how states govern themselves. It's just not how they do it. It's not how the system was ever meant to work. It's not how it ever will work. If you ask me, if I ever had it my way, presidents would be like feckless and just no power. They wouldn't have any power. This way, you never have to worry about an overreaching president. And that's the problem, is now we have a president who is overreaching by a lot. And you have guys who are like, well, the virus is the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity, and you should just get in lockstep. You should just abandon all your convictions and your personal beliefs and just do what we say. No, we won't. That's not going to happen. I don't think anybody should. I will say we're in a position of privilege, though, because we're a country where we can, right? I mean, a lot of countries don't have the ability to say, no, I don't want to. And their country's like, too effing bad.
Reinforcements.
So, and I was having this conversation with a teacher yesterday. It's not a, It's not something that most people get to do. Most people don't have the choice to be like, nah, I don't want to take the vaccine. I'm good, man. Like we have a privilege of freedom here that we still have compared to others. We're losing it though because we're letting tyrants take over. So I think at some point enough people are going to say enough. We're overruling. We're unrooting the seated members of government from power, and we're restructuring the whole thing. Oh yeah, that's what needs to happen. America just needs to close down for a restructuring of command, of leadership.
Yeah. I don't think Biden should have never made it, man. Or it should just still be people's choice and
right.
And
well, like for example, now I have to go. So I still haven't gotten the vaccine. For anybody that wants to know, I never got it. Not because I was like super anti. I'm not.
But you were leaning towards getting it anyways.
I was like, yeah, I was saying, let me talk to a doctor. Let me do all the things I want to do. But people are saying, nope, just get it. Don't talk to your doctor. Like people were like, oh, I went to this drive-through vaccine place. I stuck out my arm from my window and they gave me a jab. And I'm like, and Tim Pool made this on his show the other night. He said, did you at least talk to your doctor, man? I'm like, oh, I didn't know I needed to. It's a vaccine. It's medics. It's someone is injecting crap into your body. Yes, you should talk to your doctor. Stop being a sheep. Stop being such a blind little. Not gonna swear.
So
stop being blindly obedient and just subservient to whatever these people in suits and ties who are just scum, the scum of the earth. Oh God. Anyway, what were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Fine. So I'm sure I don't know if we talked about it last episode, but whenever the Pfizer got FDA approved.
I don't know if we did. We can't talk about it because it did get. Yeah, we did. It did get the approval. No, I know that.
I just don't think we talked about it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I guess. I guess now you don't have a choice still, but does it still make you comfortable? Does it like give you more reassurance?
I mean, I did like that it did get FDA approval, but like knowing me, any true libertarian like myself or volunteerist collectivist is what I would say, like, because it's volunteerism, but it's collectivism, so it's like the idea of like a perfectly anarchic
and then plus
society,
knowing personal people like us.
But it does have, yeah. I know you got the vaccine. Here's the thing, I am pro-vaccine, anti-mandate. All right. So I'm all about people getting medicine and getting procedures that they feel like is best for them. If they so consent to receiving that treatment, that vaccine, that medication, right? You shouldn't just be able to say, I don't care, I'm going to do it. And then you have Joe Biden say, we're here to protect the vaccinated people from unvaccinated coworkers. That's just like, okay, you should be tasered with 1,000 volts of electricity every time you just flip-flop. Same with Fauci. His Faucism. That's what I'm calling it now. It's essentially just fascism with a, but this is for health. You have to do it for grandma. I don't care. You can tell me the same thing about like school shootings and children. I'm like, F them kids. Like, I'm not giving you my gun. I will never give you a single bullet. The only bullet you're gonna catch is the one I send your way through the barrel. If you ever try to take my stuff. Like, I don't care. When people are like, how many kids need to die for you to give up your guns? All of them. All of them. Like, I will never surrender my weapon. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
If that needs to be, I'm sorry, I won't. I don't care. I wouldn't
either.
Yeah, I didn't pull the trigger. I didn't go to that school. I didn't do any of this. So
right,
you're gonna punish me for a crime I didn't commit? I think everyone should have a weapon. And I'll say it. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. We can come back to the my anarchic vision of a fully armed America later. When it comes to this, it's the same thing. Like, how many old people need to die for you to get the vaccine? All of them. All of them. Start with Congress. How about that? We'll come back and talk about this later. I just, anytime it's the same thing when we talked about the abortion thing in Texas, right? Choice is the most powerful tool. It's the most powerful weapon we can wield, is the power of choice. And not let our government crap all over for, no reason. No real good reason. They'll say it's for safety, it's to protect people. You're not protecting anybody. Like, do not ever trust a corrupt corporate shill like Joe Biden. Oh my God. Like, at least trust somebody who like has some integrity. That guy is just can't swear, guys. Can't swear. At least trying not to. Again, like I said, if one slips up, then it might be okay. But I gotta work on not swearing. Every other word is a swear word. So I don't know. Vaccine mandates, not so much. Vaccines open for the decision of the person receiving the medication, absolutely. That's why I was so against the military being forced to receive the vaccine. That they're going to squeeze the resistance out of the military. It's like, dude, we are moving towards blind compliance. This is never a good thing. People are like, oh, what are you going to compare it to, Nazi Germany? Yes! Yes, I will! I will exactly compare it to Nazi Germany, because it's exactly like that. And there's so many ways. I'm not saying we're putting people in the train cars and sending them to camps yet, but Australia's already doing it, man. Australia's already been like, all right, unvaccinated, or you have COVID, or you're against our lockdowns, and you're against the government just wielding absolute raw, corrupted, evil power, get in the camp. Right? Like, we're already there, man. We're already there. There's no two ways about it. We're already at the authoritarian regime point of our lives where we thought we'd never see it because, America, we'll never be like that. But that normalcy bias doesn't do much for you when we're already in the thick of the crap, you know? So, I don't know. I think we all share the same sentiment that it's okay to get the vaccine. There's nothing wrong with it. I know plenty of people who have gotten the vaccine. They're totally fine. Some of them are staunch conservatives. Some of them are even Trump supporters, right? And what's funny is all the Trump supporters are like, no, I don't want the vaccine. Yo, Trump made the vaccine. Operation Warp Speed was under President Donald Trump. Like, give him credit. You have to. I know people that are like, I will never give him credit for anything. He could have killed Osama bin Laden, and I wouldn't give him credit. He could have cured cancer, and I won't give him credit. And that's just Trump derangement. That is lunacy, and that is a mental disorder. I was going to say, those people need medication and they need therapy. The fact that politicians can bother you so much to the point where you are literally losing your mind and going through like dysphoria and psychosis because of this, it's like, dude, maybe step away from politics. Like, it's okay to get heated about it. I get heated about it, but I'm not over here like tearing my hair out, and not like that one girl. I was like, no, when Trump won.
Yeah.
Which, like, people like that just they didn't get the crap beaten out of them by their dads enough. If you ask me, like, if your dad didn't smack you hard enough to not be like that, to be this little speck of insignificance in the universe that should just fizzle out and go away. Then I don't know what to tell you. Your parents failed you. Yeah. If you are that weak and spineless and pathetic and that feckless, then I'm not sure. So, government mandates, bad. All bad. I think we're going to hit a boiling point. We're going to hit a boiling point where it no longer is just enough to be like, yeah, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. People are going to armed resist. They're going to resist with weapons. You're going to see states break apart. This president is ripping the country in two. He's going to start another civil war. I hope I honestly, I don't care where we fall. If we end up on opposing sides of this war, I promise I won't shoot you. But I wouldn't. And you know what's funny is that's the scary thing. What if this does turn into a legitimate armed civil war between two factions of the American country? And I don't know how we would do it.
I hope not, because then that'd be a big embarrassment. Like, we're
already in this place where, like, people are already laughing at us for the stupid things we're doing, right? And for some of it is very warranted. It's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. We're kind of being dumb. But then you look at other countries, like Denmark. I think Denmark's one of them. Maybe New Zealand or Switzerland. I don't know. But like one of those countries dropped all their mask mandates, all their COVID restrictions, all gone. They don't care. They're like, we're done. Yeah, we're comfortable with it now. We'll accept the risk. That's what we should have been doing from the start. And then you got guys like, are you a virologist? I'm like, no, are you? So I mean, when me and Radio Kid have had a disagreement about this, and I should have said it then. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to sit here with no degree in virology or epidemiology and listen to you also with no degree in virology and epidemiology tell me that this is definitively what we should have done. Now, you can have opinions, sure. Are they going to be as warranted and as educated as someone who does? Yeah, absolutely not. Doesn't mean like but if you're not an actual like economist or an accountant or someone who does it, then like you could say the same thing. Like you don't have XYZ, so why are you talking about this? Like you can still have opinions, guys. But what I am getting at ultimately is this sort of idea that you can have your opinions, but we can talk about it. But people will say, no, we should have locked down. No, we should have done mask mandates. No, we should have done vaccine mandates. No, we should have done XYZ. And like, no, dude, we do not cripple ourselves with fear over something that has a fairly high survivability rate for the average person. Now, that being said, immunocompromised, elderly, they all, yes, you should take considerations of that. And I will say what we say every single episode. Talk to your primary care physician. Do not talk to a TV doctor like Anthony Fauci. Don't listen to politicians like Joe Biden. Don't listen to podcast hosts like us or Joe Rogan or Tim Pool. We are not the experts on this matter. We have opinions. That is all we have. We can tell you our opinions. I personally think if you want to get the vaccine and you feel comfortable in doing so, you should absolutely go get it. I am not anti-vaccine. I think vaccines are amazing technology. People that are skeptical of mRNA vaccine technology forget that it's existed for over 2 decades. This stuff existed in the 90s. It's not new technology. Now, I will tell you, don't piss in my ear and tell me it's raining and say, 8 months for a COVID vaccine is fine, but we still need so many more years of research on things like marijuana and, cannabis. Like, that's when I just know you're full of crap. Don't tell me that we're giving free vaccines away. And yes, I understand there's a financial conversation to be had, an economic discussion to be had. When someone tries to be like, if you can give away free COVID vaccines, you should be able to give away free insulin and chemo, right? I mean, that would be amazing. Yes, I think there's a discussion to be had on that. Why you can't do that as readily as the COVID vaccine? Now, I don't totally agree with it. If we can put all of our production power into the COVID vaccine, I don't know why we don't do it for chemo, cancer-related medication treatment, and then insulin, things like that for kids with diabetes. Not like the kind where you give to yourself for being a slob, the type that you get, unfortunately, by an unlucky draw of the cards genetically. So,
yeah.
Sorry, I know I went on with a little bit with that one.
Oh, it's fine.
So, I'll turn the floor over to y'all.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just sticking with what I said earlier about. I mean, yes, you should talk to your primary care physician, doctor, and don't listen to us.
Yeah. Well, please listen to us. Don't take medical advice from us.
Yes, we are not. We did not go to college for 10 years to become doctors.
Yeah. That is very fair. I did not. I went to college for 4 and I still didn't graduate. But at some point I will finish that up. I don't know.
It's okay. We didn't either. But we're still in a pretty stable job, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So that's the one where the big thing is that I don't like where Joe Biden says he's going to use his power as president. Like, dude, that's the first off, when you say my power as president, it should be like the words that get you a little concerned, right? You should be like, this doesn't sound good.
I guess I'm glad I never heard that on TV because honestly I haven't watched the news in a while.
Look it up. He said, look it up. I mean, I've been watching different podcasts and different news related podcasts, both in politics and just in general world news, that have been talking about this. So I'm not a fan of it. Other countries can say what they want. We have a system here that's supposed to work for us, but right now we're kind of crapping all over it and it's not doing its job. So I think there's an abuse of power there. I think it's states' rights versus federal rights. I think, well, yes, like the federal law, if it goes into motion, like, yes, states can choose to comply or not, right? I mean, I see this with marijuana in Colorado. State legal, federally illegal. But, like, Colorado can still do whatever it wants. Taxes the hell out of it. Makes money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the is the states can say, nah, I'm good. Like, we're not going to do this. You can put it out all you want. We're not abiding by you. The problem is that the bifurcation gets worse with with that kind of stuff. And so sometimes the bifurcation is necessary, right? The bifurcation of our country, what I'm talking about, the split, this fracturing division that we've been going through for the last while now. So I think I'm not sure. I don't know where this goes. I don't know where this leads. I'm going to tell you right now, though, the funny thing is, I still think if it comes to some sort of armed conflict, you're not going to see the people that are like, I'm basically going to say, the people on the left, the Democrats, the liberals, the neoliberals, maybe not the classical liberals, because they'll probably be like, get me the hell out of the way. But the new tribalist liberals, they'll be like, they'll think they're going to use the power of the state, right? The military, the law enforcement, the federal government agencies. Most of the military is conservative. I'm just going to say it. It's a fact. Most of the military has conservative viewpoints on world issues and both national and global issues. We're very conservative. I'm not saying I'm very conservative. I'm very much so not conservative. Some of my views land me in the camp of leftists, right? I'm pretty liberal, but I'm like libertarian, center left. I'm not this tribalist that says just do what you're told. I don't believe in blind obedience ever. I'm not a fan. I think people can have a array of opinions and still not be betrothed to one side, so to speak.
Everyone has different opinions.
Yeah, I don't know where this goes. I don't know where we get led to, but it's gonna be bad. I don't see it turning out well. But I'm sorry that the one side of the country that's calling for civil war is grossly underprepared and under-equipped to wage a civil war. They're going to get. It's gonna be like, oh, haha, you think you're gonna win the civil war? Okay, shut up and please face the wall. Like, come on, man. Let's be very real about this.
Probably very close on the challenge.
I am. I have like 20 more kills.
I got my profiteering one. We just need to do 3 rounds of matchmaking firefight.
I wonder why. Or I wonder how.
Yeah, there we go. See, firefight fodder, 1 of 3. Anyway, though, I think one side should stop calling for a civil war because one side is full of people that attend rallies where they hold dildos and call it. And I'm just going to say the name of this is called Cocks, Not Glocks. And we know a girl. I know a girl. And y'all know a girl too, but you don't know her as well. That we used to be in a Jewish youth group with. And she attended it, and she's kind of being like the poster girl of it. She got blasted. I don't approve of this because her family got blasted too, all over Facebook. People were sending her father pictures of her with like a big old dildo. Not like doing anything, sexual with it, just holding it. I'm like, this is your daughter. And, big old jackhammer of a dildo. It looks like a big old eggplant. This is like, good God.
Wow.
Yes, no, that actually happened. I will tell you afterwards. I don't want to say the name because I don't want to bring negative attention to her or anybody like that. And just not. We're not here to roast people on the internet. We're just here to talk about what's happened. So you have one side that does that, and the other side is full of veterans, former law enforcement officers, current law enforcement officers, current military, both active, reserve, and guard. Not both. Across the active, reserve, and guard of all the different branches. I mean, exactly how does the left see themselves winning this war? They see it because they think that the state is going to fight for them when the state is half composed of people like this, of conservatives. No one's going to stand by and just be, yeah, sure, absolutely. Let's just fight our own people, the people who share the same values as us. It's like, no, dude, they're going to say, screw you. They're going to turn their guns on you, and they're going to be like, please face the wall. So, I think we need to be very realistic about what is going on here. We cannot think that this is just going to be some fairy tale type of like utopia where the left thinks they're going to have their perfect leftist utopia. They probably think that, with communism or socialism, I'll just be able to write crappy poetry and sing songs all day. It's like, okay. Hey, either go back to the labor camp or face the wall. It's like, no. What do you think you're... Shut up. So, and then, obviously, I don't want the conservatives, the diehard religious zealot conservatives to win either, because I don't want, people being like, well, if it's not Christian and it's not about Jesus, then we don't want it. It's like,
Nobody
okay,
should
how...
win.
No, I think everyone should lose. The duopoly should crumble. The main leaders of the duopoly should be struck down, and we should rebuild. That's my honest opinion. I think we need to rebuild. We have to get out all this gutter scum, all this trash from Congress, from the Senate, from the executive branch. We need to. I hate to say it. We need to have a cleansing. We need to some restructuring within our own government. We need to say, no, we're not okay with this. We're done. We're done. You're done. We're gonna just eliminate you. We're going to purge you from our government. Or we'll put you on a boat. You can go to Cuba or something. Yeah, send them all out. I don't care if they're old. If you have these 80-year-old politicians, these 82-year-old politicians, dude, shut up. Off the island with you. You can go away.
There still should be an age limit.
I think I say 60 to 65 should be the limit of any sitting state or federal position. I don't care if you no appointing people like that either. I'm not a fan. That's how you break the rule. And so I think you need to have second, third, and fourth party groups that are not tied to any one political identity or ideology, that will always be vetting and checking the people who are saying, I'm going to be a governor, I'm going to be the Speaker of the House, I'm going to be the president. I'd be like, oh, you're 59? No. You're almost 60, you'll be 60 in the next 4 years. At some point in your term, you would be 60? Absolutely not. Get out. Sorry, but goodbye. Or I would be willing to be you could be grandfathered in, but you're out when you're done. You don't get to run for re-election. You don't get to be an incumbent. You're done. You're out. You turn 60, and if you turn 60 during your term, you can finish your term, and then you're gone. But I also think at some point, and every single bi-monthly, so twice a month, every 2 weeks, every single account, every single financial account you have gets audited by 3 different external sources, none of them tied to one another. We're going to decentralize this so much and make it so hard for corruption that it'll just stop. Because being corrupt would take too much work. It'll take more work than it would take benefit, or than it would receive benefit. So yeah. I don't want. Yeah, I mean that's how you do it, man. That's how you squeeze the gutter scum out of the sewer pipe. So, I don't know. I don't know if we have thought. I mean, age limits, term limits should absolutely be a thing. I don't know if that'll ever happen.
Probably not. I don't think so. We just say it should happen.
Yeah. Well, I think it's that old people want to stay relevant. They're worried that when they leave their office, that's all that's left for them to do is kind of exist and then die. And if they don't have power, they don't have authority, they can't do anything. It's gonna be well, what's left for you? That's why you have these people who will never leave office. It's kind of this disgusting abuse of the system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. Today's world, I guess, and it's been going on for...
It's been on forever now,
too
but
long.
Yeah. Well, one good thing that did happen, the ATF head nomination, David Chipman, the Waco murderer of 1993. He's a murderer. What happened there was a murder. The ATF killed over 100 people, to include women and children, because they were part of some extra. I guess what would you call it? This extra judicial. They kind of existed outside the law. They were just stockpiling weapons and gun parts and stuff like that. They wanted to have their little hippie commune where they just all had their own weapons and did their own thing. And this guy quit.
Oh well.
I think he got tired of us stealing his kills.
Who gives a crap?
More kills for us.
I know.
Yeah, right. Leave, loser.
I already got my achievement anyway, the in-game achievement for that.
The profiteering?
Yeah.
But there is another one
Yeah.
if you get 50 kills on Firefight.
You have to do it 3 times, though. So we've each done 3. We've each done 1 game. This game will be 2, and then we'll do 1 more, and we'll each get a point for it. So David Chipman, the ATF nominee, had under Biden's administration, was withdrawn. I think he's a killer. He belongs in prison, if not 6 feet deep. He killed a bunch of people, and just the ATF should be abolished. The ATF shouldn't even exist. It's just corrupt people infringing on constitutional rights. There should be no gun law. There should be no property law. There should be none of this crap. All the people are like, well, you need to regulate because people are not to be trusted. Yeah, I don't care. Screw you. I should be able to own all the guns I want. I think every single citizen outside of a convicted felon or someone who's received a dishonorable discharge from the military or someone who is under a criminal investigation should be allowed to own Class 3 weapons. That includes up to fully automatic select fire rifles. Now, that being said, I don't even know if I like the idea of fully automatic select fire rifles. I think I like the idea of 2 3-round burst select fire rifles because anybody who's wielded a weapon before knows that fully automatic is just, what the hell are you doing? There's nothing about that is tactically feasible or tactically sound. You're spraying bullets everywhere. You can't keep track of where your bullets are going, how many bullets you fired, what you hit, any of that stuff. So I definitely don't approve of fully automatic as far as a tactical decision, but you know what? We'll let people make that decision for themselves. I think maybe fully automatic should be Class 4 if it's not already. I know Class 4 also includes things like explosives, so that's why I say maybe not Class 4, because I don't want someone using a rocket launcher as a home defense weapon and then blows up like another house plus half of their own.
Mm-hmm.
So, but good news is that David Chipman will not be the ATF head. I think he's incredibly anti-constitutional. He's very against the Second Amendment. He wants to pretty much disarm the entire population. He's also just a scumbag. Like, this guy should be publicly just what's this? They have the public flagellation when he's just whipping him with a noodle or something over his back. I mean, he's the worst of the gutter scum, man. He's the worst of the gutter trash. None of these guys are good people. Always remember that. But yeah. F the ATF and F David Chipman. That's what I'll end with that on.
Yeah. No idea who that is, but
if you look them up and if you look up the Waco massacre and things like Ruby Ridge and just all these horrible things that the ATF has done to people who just wanted to be left alone, man. Like, if I want to live out in the mountains with a machine gun, with a mounted belt-fed M2 50 caliber Browning machine gun, and a bunch of explosive landmines on my property, and I own all of the property, then I should be able to do it. You should be able to do it. You should just not be allowed to have an opinion. You should just sit down and shut your face.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Amazon guy wants to know where to drop the package off at, I will leave a little robot cart buggy thing for him, and I just put it on the robot, please. He'll ferry it to the door. Like, why can't I? Because you'll get blown up. I got blown up. I got blown by a grunt. Whee! Going off the edge. Woohoo! So that's my take. I don't know how y'all feel about those hot takes I just gave, but
that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I have pretty crazy gun views, man. Oh goodness! Ow! Ow! How in the actual hell? Anyway, whatever. You have California recall election against Gavin Newsom. Democrat scum Gavin Newsom is being recalled by the state of California for his ineptitude as the governor. His lockdown minutes have destroyed businesses, have cost people their livelihoods, if not their lives outright. He's scum. He looks like Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, so why the hell would you want him around anyway? He just looks like a guy who would do some corrupt stuff. And he is. He does the whole thing where he locks his whole state down and then goes out to a fancy French laundry restaurant to have his buddies. No masks, no social distancing. Don't even know if this is when there was if people had a Fauci ouchie to go receive at some point. So, not sure, but yeah, he will say one thing: it's rules for thee, not for me. So if your governor, if any politician or anybody in general, even if the owner of a business is like, I don't have to care, Like, it doesn't matter at any level. If you're saying you have to do this, but then I'm going to go do this opposite thing, you're working for a tyrant. You should probably knock him out and, you know, beat crap out of him. I'm kidding. Don't do that. It's inciting violence. I can't say that. But people like that are gutter scum, and I really don't care what happens to them. So, whatever. But Gavin Newsom being recalled, and Larry Elder, the Republican conservative counterpart to Gavin Newsom, is the primary candidate set to replace Gavin Newsom. I think California would do much better under a Republican governor. I think Democrats have just been screwing the state over for decades now, it seems, or not decades, but for years since Arnold left. And you just get these scumbags who don't care about the people, they don't care about the state, they don't care about people being able to, you know, pay their rent or pay for their mortgage or do any of the things they need to do to have a life. They don't care about that. So, you know, why do you care so much about them? When they wouldn't even spit on you to put a fire out if you were burning to death. They would not even try to save you. But I think if Larry Elder wins, maybe California can turn it around. I know there's still mostly a one-party system under Democrat rule, but Larry Elder, being a Republican governor, might be able to make some things happen over there. You know, it might actually be able to turn some of the economic disparity around. So I do hope he wins. I hope Gavin Newsom gets drummed out, and yeah, that's what I hope.
We shall see, I guess.
We shall see. I think the election, the actual date of the election is the 14th of this month, so in a few more days. So 3 days from now, they'll have the election. And the last bit of news is, no surprise, Jimmy Kimmel's a scumbag. Jimmy Kimmel made an off-color joke the other night. This goes with another thing real quick. So people were talking about people taking the drug ivermectin, right? And so the big takeaway that's been going through the news is that ivermectin is apparently a horse medication.
Didn't Joe Rogan take that?
Joe Rogan's doctor. So let me just clarify this before anybody gets wrong ideas, and I'm talking to you two as well, just so you understand as well. Joe Rogan went to his primary care physician. And his primary care physician recommended a bunch of different things, recommended alternative treatments, right? The one thing he took was monoclonal antibodies, Regeneron, the thing that Donald Trump took when he had COVID, and he kicked it in a few days. Then Joe Rogan gets it, takes the same medication, and kicks COVID, and guess what? 3 days. Joe Rogan's not young. Right? He's not old, but he's not young. He's like 53. He's like 53, 54 now. So Joe Rogan's not this like 20-year-old guy who could, you know, whose body is, but he is, but it's not because of his youth, right? It's because Joe Rogan is a fitness animal. The guy's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He works out every day. He is an absolute stud when it comes to physical fitness. As a guy in his 50s, he would probably kick the crap out of all three of us at the same time, and out fitness us in any sort of competition ever. The guy is an animal, and obviously he's the most popular, richest, most successful podcast host in the world, on the planet. Not just on, not just when he was on YouTube or Spotify, in the world, of all time. He is the most popular, most successful podcast host on the planet. So, Bear that in mind. He has a doctor, is a very good doctor, obviously. Ivermectin, when it's given for humans, right? So ivermectin is actually a regular human medication, but it has also been made for use by horses, in the same way that you can make things like ibuprofen in very, very, very small doses for dogs, right? So to call it horse medicine or livestock medicine is disingenuous, and Joe Rogan should sue CNN for it. I think CNN should be just, taken out back and gotten rid of the way of Old Yeller, but can't do that with a news organization, so we just have to sue the crap out of them until they can't financially sustain themselves and they collapse. So maybe Joe Rogan will be the one to pull the block out of the Jenga tower and make fall. But he was debating whether he should sue CNN because CNN defamed him. The defamation lawsuit. They're saying he took livestock medication. No, his human doctor, prescribed him a human version of ivermectin. the kind that is an antiparasitic. Now, granted, you can say, well, why is he taking an antiparasitic for a viral infection? I don't know, but it worked. He kicked COVID in 3 days. So, I mean, say what you want, I guess. You can say everything you want. The evidence points that he had it and he kicked it in a matter of days. So, have your opinions, screech and and do all the things you think you're going to do that's going to change anything. Just understand that he kicked it without a vaccine in 3 days at 53 or 54 years old. But primarily because of monoclonal antibodies, not ivermectin. But you have people that are doing this, right? Because Joe Rogan did it, and so apparently Joe Rogan's become the enemy because Joe Rogan outrates all these crappy, excuse me, catch myself there, crappy news outlets like CNN and MSNBC, even Fox News. He outdoes them all, and they're worried about him because he gets more people watch his show than watch those trash news outlets. And then people started. Apparently, some people really did, and you know how many ones of them really did, where they took the horse-paste ivermectin and they just took it to the dome. I think most people are just looking at this to find a way to kind of laugh at people. They're like, "Oh, look at these dumb, toothless hillbillies taking ivermectin because they don't want to take the vaccine." Oh, look at me! And then but the Jimmy Kimmel's thing is like, oh, basically saying you should deny healthcare for those that did not receive the vaccination, right? So basically, he said his exact words were, "Vaccinated person can have a heart attack, come right in. Unvaccinated person who ate a tube of horse goo, rest in peace, Wheezy." Basically saying if you took anything but the vaccine, you should just be left to die. I think Jimmy Kimmel's scum. If someone kicked the crap out of him in public, and I'm gonna cuss it. If someone beat the fucking shit out of him in public, and that's my one time I'm gonna do it, I would be very happy because that guy is just gutter, trash, scum. He is like the worst of the worst.
So close.
I know. I'm sorry.
No. Just so close of surviving.
We got so close. We got so close to you not swearing. I had one. I'm allowed one.
That too.
I'm allowed one. Well, I've only done one for all of that, so I'm not worried. But the main thing is, he's shown his true colors, and he's basically it's tribalist. Here's the line: take the vaccine, or I'm okay with you dying. Who says that stuff, man? Who says that stuff? And I'm okay with you dying because you didn't get a medical procedure I want you to get. Because I am a tribalist, shill,
Hey,
and
John, how's it going?
I have no
John.
personal thoughts. Hello, John. I don't know who you are, but hello and welcome to the show. So that's kind of my take. I don't think that's cool to say, and I don't think we should be condemning people who refuse a medical treatment to death, right? I mean, why don't we talk about? And what's funny is, okay, so why don't you do the same thing? Morbidly obese person having a heart attack because they never took care of their health. Okay, die. You know, totally. But like fit person having an anomaly of a medical issue. Yes, please come in. We will save you.
I just ranked up like 4 or 5 times.
Nice.
That's what I need.
That's what I'm getting at with this is this concept of like I should decide who lives and dies based off what I think people should be doing. It's like, okay, dude, stop.
Yeah.
That's people that smoke who get lung cancer. If you smoked and you got lung cancer, well, die. If you're fat and you have a heart attack because you didn't take care of yourself and it's not like a thyroid issue or something that like you can't control, well, then die. Or, you know, I don't know, you drink a lot and you have cirrhosis of the liver, die. Like, why are we going to say that now? People that do have vices or bad health habits that lead to their demise or lead to the deleterious effects of their health, are we really just going to say, well, then screw you, I don't care what happens, you can die?
No.
You know? So exactly. We don't say that. We say, come on in, we will try to save you. We're doctors. Doctors, nurses, EMT, you know, we're the healthcare providers. We're healthcare professionals, and we want to save everybody we can. We do not want people to be dying because of something that would be completely preventative. I don't know. Maybe we should. Yeah, I know, right?
I guess it's random.
So, yeah, it's just random.
Oh, thank God.
So I think Jimmy Kimmel's just showing his true colors. He's a tribalist scumbag. Funny because this is a guy who did full body blackface and you know, hosted the Man Show back in the day. Which, like, if anybody remembers the Man Show,
that's when I liked him.
that's when everybody liked him because he was funny. He was raunchy. He didn't give a crap, man.
Now he just tries.
Now
too
he's
hard.
not this little baby who's like, oh, I gotta be squeaky clean now. I gotta make sure the kids like me. No one cares, dude. You're Jimmy Kimmel. Like, you're a scumbag. Same with Chris Cuomo. Like, these guys are just trash, man. But they're the worst. They're the worst of the worst.
Mhm.
So, I don't like these people. I don't even care for Jay Leno, and I used to like Jay Leno, you know. And he's like, either get in line with the woke, or you know, you won't exist. And that it's true if you want to be on TV these days, but you don't have to be to do what we're doing or to have a show. And look, we're not a big podcast. Will we? I hope so. I would like us to be a big podcast one day. I think it's really cool. I think having these conversations with people who wanted to be guests or people that want to have an open dialogue, having this conversation probably with a larger audience would probably, after this conversation is being had and they could participate in this conversation, would probably make them feel better. They'd be like, oh, wow, we're actually having this conversation. I've never been allowed to have this conversation because it's been deemed verboten the whole time.
Yeah.
So that will give people some hope and some comfort for the future that we're allowed to have these conversations. And we're not just saying, nope, just go with the status quo, do what the government tells you, do what Big Brother says. And, you know, otherwise we're going to take your money, your livelihood, and possibly even your life. So I know the more authoritarian guys who are like, well, we should listen to the government. They'll never lie to us, right? How much time you got, buddy? So I'm not a fan. But people, if you have a doctor that you trust and he says, try this, this is an alternative medicine, not like Eastern medicine, not like herbs and spices and crap like that. I'm talking about like legitimate medicine, but it's not the vaccine. And you have a doctor, and obviously most of this will only apply to the rich folk, but if you have a doctor that you trust that says, hey, if you do XYZ, you know, you'll be cool, and it's not the vaccine, and you don't want to get the vaccine. Let's just say you don't want to get the vaccine. You're decided, I'm not putting it in my body. Because my body, my choice applies to vaccines too, whether you want to admit it or not. And if that's not the case, then you just have to admit you don't have any, you stand for nothing. You have no convictions, you have no morals, you have no actual purpose. You don't stand for anything. You stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And people should be allowed to take alternative treatment. They want to take monoclonal antibodies at their own expense, at both the financial and health risk expense, then do it. But no one should be like, oh, okay, well then you deserve to die. Well then, fat people deserve to die. Smokers deserve to die. People who drink a lot deserve to die. People who do drugs deserve. You know, oh, did you do too much heroin and you OD? Nah, well, rest in peace. You know, like, how about Jimmy Kimmel? You just shut the hell up.
Yeah. Stop trying so hard.
Reinforcements.
But I'll stop myself there. I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to just be screeching about about authoritarianism. But you know, we can always have the conversation of, oh, what's your perfect anarchic utopia? It's like everybody has a gun. Everyone has a fully automatic rifle. That, you know, in the case of political corruption or domestic violence, or domestic terrorism, or foreign threats, you like have a break glass in case of emergency, and there's like a fully automatic M4 rifle with like five fully loaded magazines of like hollow point 5.56.
Mm-hmm.
In this way, like whenever the government tries to do something, you just have your entire neighborhoods coming out with armed, fully automatic rifles. And I would take it a step further, like Kevlar vests with actual level 4 plates, and like some maybe not helmets because like it doesn't stop bullets necessarily, but like body armor and fully automatic weapons. At least one fully automatic weapon, and then like yeah, everyone should be allowed to have that. And just, all right, in case of war or in case of civil war, break glass. It's like okay.
Yeah. Shit.
Ow, 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 ow. Woohoo! Get out of here. Guess I don't have too much. I don't know. For the rest of this video, we can just BS and talk.
Enjoy the
play
rest
game.
of the gameplay.
Yeah, and so enjoy the gameplay. I do think we're in some weird headspace, both, and just about every single way. Going real quick, shout out some things. Obviously, excuse me, hang on. Salute. Yeah,
Lush.
good God.
Tough luck and
Wanted to give you guys, obviously, the product shout out of the week. Still going to be Death Wish coffee for me. I've still got 2 bags of it. Still pretty good stuff. My the alcohol is the week 1800 Reposado. Actually, no, it was 1800 silver. Excuse me. Good tequila. Had some. I did want to give a few shout outs for those who like this kind of content, who like other shows like this. I'm obviously hoping that if you pay attention to these podcasts, you would pay attention to ours. Libertarian, kind of maybe conservative, but not entirely conservative, but definitely anti-establishment, anti-woke podcast. There's a new one called You Are Here. It's Elijah Schaefer and Sydney Watson. I'm a big fan of Sydney Watson. She is an Australian. She's about our age, like in her like mid-late 20s. And she has a good show. Elijah Schaefer, he's kind of new to me. I had known, I found out about Sydney Watson through Tim Pool, through Timcast IRL. So if you like podcasts like ours, you like kind of this open dialogue of we're allowed to say whatever the hell we want. Check out You Are Here, check out Timcast IRL. Obviously, check out Joe Rogan, check out all the podcasts that have this kind of open space talk. Definitely check those out. I think between the alcohol sponsors, all that. I would also say, oh shoot, what was I going to say? Check out if you have dogs and you're a big fan of those. I would say Chewy. Chewy is definitely a product. Definitely Dixon gets all of his stuff, his food, more like healthy, holistic food for dogs from Chewy. You can get better stuff. You can get things like omega-3, the omega-3s for your dog's food, joint supplements, just quality food in general. You can get toys, harnesses, all sorts of things like that from them. Pretty good stuff. Just bear that in mind. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna pretty much leave it to Austin and Dustin to talk for the rest of the podcast because they don't ever say anything.
No, we
Take
don't.
all the spotlight, Neil.
Sorry,
Oh, it's all
okay.
good. Just getting stuff off your chest.
I have a lot of stupid things I need to say to our small audience that will listen to me rant forever
It's all good.
before they say enough of this guy and I'm done.
Well, I got another few shout outs, I guess. Oh, thank God, a brute shot. Not that.
Shout out the brute shot.
Well, this has been going on for I guess about a month or so now. For GalaxyCon, I know I mentioned them before. They still have a few good celebrities and different celebrities, I should say, from different
Yeah.
good assortment of things. They have now. I saw that they have the people from Red versus Blue. It's if people don't know who Red versus Blue is. Just it's pretty much based off of Halo, or it is all Halo things, and that's what we used to watch a long time ago.
Oh yes. I remember when I first discovered Red versus Blue and how different it is now.
Yeah, I haven't seen like the new stuff. I just go back to the old.
Well,
episodes.
season 1 through 5 is like the best.
Yeah. So if you're interested in getting signatures from a few people from that show, they're up now on galaxycon.com. And then you also have, they're doing also the convention stuff. Like the
If
Dallas
you're not
Fan
able to make
Expo,
it to the convention.
Lexington they did. And can't remember what else. And then another website, SWAU. They're going to be having Robert Downey Jr. doing a signing with them.
Nice.
It's pretty pricey though, but all his proceeds go to a certain charity.
That's good.
But it's around $800 to $900 depending on what you get. And if you
What?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it's pretty pricey.
It's more than pretty pricey. My God.
But they have payment options that you can do if you can't afford it. But I had to sadly decline on getting something signed by him because it was just too much for my bank account. And it's okay. I mean, I'm already getting a few things signed anyways from other people.
Nice.
And then so another thing by SWAU, they have a few other, like you can get something signed from John Cena, William Shatner, George Tanaka, I think his name is.
George Tanaka?
Yeah, George Tanaka.
Yeah.
They've just recently partnered with Red
Reed
Pop, I
Pop?
think.
Reed Pop.
Sure, it's not Red Pop.
No, Reed. REED.
Which is why they all of a sudden came out with these exclusive signings. They say.
I think it's
The only thing I don't like about that website is if you order something from their store, which I've told them that before. I was like, well, so if you order something from their store to get signed, it will come with just like one of their like little special hologram things and not like Beckett certification.
Oh, God.
Which kind of sucks. I told them I'd be willing to pay the extra $10 for them to add the Beckett into the order for purchasing something in their store. So like if you were to send something in yourself, then you wouldn't have to pay for you would get Beckett with your order. You just have to pay the extra $10 for it, which is nothing really. But if you were to get something from their store, it comes with their little SWAU hologram, but not Beckett, which, like I said, kind of sucks. And then another website. It's called OC Celebrity Marketplace, I think.
marketing.
They do also exclusive signings for different people. Like they're gonna have Mel Gibson, which is pretty interesting. I guess they recently just had the Lord of the Rings cast, like the all four hobbits, Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. Also played by Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, Dominic, and Billy Boyd.
There you go. You got it right this time.
Well, I wasn't going off of character names. So Frodo is
I know.
played by Elijah. Sam is played by Sean Astin. Dominic plays Merry, and then Billy plays Pippin. Justin and I just recently bought, I guess since they had a signing with them recently at some point that I didn't hear about, surprisingly, but they, on their store for Labor Day, they had 20%, or had 20% going on. So we took advantage of that and purchased a photo of all 4 of them, of course, in their character,
Nice.
with their signatures above their names or below their names, depending which photo you chose. So we got the pretty good discount on that.
Yeah.
Discount, not discount.
Discount.
Discount. I
So,
need my discount.
should be getting that within this week, which I'm pretty
It just
excited
shipped
about.
yesterday.
And I hope it comes with the Beckett because it shows on the picture that it comes with Beckett. And also, if you were to send something in, or if you were to purchase something from that website, it also Beckett comes free of charge with that. But of course, with some of their celebrities, they charge a lot of money, obviously.
I sent in something yesterday to get. I'm getting it signed by Val Kilmer.
Yes, and speaking of Val Kilmer, if you have Amazon Prime or Prime Video, I highly recommend checking out this documentary called Val.
VAL.
It's very interesting.
V as in Victor, A as in Apple, L as in Love.
Timeshares, what's the deal with quantum physics? Timeshares beats me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not good
Do
at
I-
science
do I
or
look
math.
at effing
I couldn't
scientist?
tell you.
Matt's not. Well, Matt.
Do I
doesn't
look like a
understand science either.
scientist to you?
I need that so I can get away with not cussing but cussing. You know what I mean?
No, it could be yours
need
for
that.
$500 because they upped the
Yeah,
price recently, of course, because they're price gouging.
Ah, well then, I will just refrain to not swearing as much. Which I've done so far, actually, really well in this episode. I've only sworn once. So.
Got 10 more kills, and then I
Well,
got that weekly
twice. I
Warriors
said
thing.
2 swear words. I said the effing ish. If someone beat the effing ish out of Jimmy Kimmel, I wouldn't care. But you know, it's because he's gutter trash. He's not really a good person. He's kind of a crappy human being. Anywho's. And then obviously, I guess one last thing while we were talking about it, I just remembered this. But there were some folks that were mentioning to me recently the idea that there's supposed to be when the next Texas gubernatorial election, governor. So anybody wonders, election of a new governor is called a gubernatorial election, and I thought that was just people being silly with the word, and actually that's how you say it. So gubernatorial.
Never heard of that.
But the
word.
next, yeah, I know, right? I didn't hear about it either until, well, no, I had heard it before, but I was like, no, that can't be true. It's a silly word, like a silly word, like pudding or poop, because we're children here. But no, Texas will be having one soon. I think Greg Abbott's out. Not that he's like voted out, but you have guys like Radio Kid who are like, I'm
He's
voting
voted off
Democrat.
the island. Just kidding.
Well, I mean, he might be, but I think he's just
Jeez.
like, I'm done being governor. It's been a while, and I'm ready to like not be governor anymore. So, Alan West, yes, he is a Republican. He was like a chairman of the Republican Party of Texas for a while. Former Army veteran and combat veteran. He was lieutenant colonel in the United States Army. So obviously, and I like some of his stance on a lot of things. Don't love his stance on marijuana. Don't love his stance on abortion, obviously. Probably not going to ever find me really, really agreeing with conservatives on the idea of it. I'm still very pro-choice, just because I will say it 1,000 times until you are sick of me hearing that choice is the most powerful weapon we have as a people. But anyway,
I'm sick.
I did want to mention that. So, Alan West, if you want Texas to stay red and not be like this crappy liberal city that they're trying to turn into. Anywho, I will
Weed
turn it back over to
420
Austin
for
in just a-
life.
Weed 420 for life. I
That's
would
what
agree.
timeshares is.
I would agree. I think we should all be allowed to smoke pot as much as we want. And now, you can't smoke and drive. You shouldn't smoke and go to work, because I wouldn't even
You
do that
shouldn't
now.
want to
but-
because you want to be lazy and sit there.
Well, the problem is people automatically assume like marijuana consumption equals laziness, and it's not exactly true. I understand sometimes it makes people slow and stupid, because yes, it does. It makes me very slow and stupid when I'm not actually like when I'm not actually like when I'm trying to do something that requires me to think a lot. I'm not the greatest, so I can't just be like, yeah, I don't give a crap. I don't smoke when I go to work. I don't do any of that stuff when I go to work, and I'm not. I wouldn't do it when I'm driving really either. I would be like, I don't need to be smoking when I drive because it's not safe. But it's just me bullshitting around. Excuse me, that was my second. That's my third technically swear. If I'm BSing around and I'm not really, and I don't care, then like sure, if I'm sitting around at home, why not? If I'm just doing whatever, why not?
Hey.
But,
Thanks, John, for that host. I appreciate it.
oh, nice. Someone's hosting us. Nice.
John. Also known as Fiska.
Either way. Thank you. But any other fun, exciting news? Anything else that's worth mentioning?
No, I got nothing.
No. Well, I guess, that was our episode. I managed to only swear 3 times in total. So I think I did pretty good this time. But real quick, we'll give the shout-outs. Where to follow us, Lord of the Reams and Just in Time for TV on both Twitch and at youtube.com. Your boy Slick Ricky Bobby on Instagram for the best memes in the internet. I'm still taking a extended hiatus on Twitch until I can figure out what the hell they're doing with my account and why they're being difficult for me to use it on the console.
Hey, Time Shares, thanks for that follow.
What
Sorry,
else?
didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I was getting my train of thought back. I do have a YouTube page where I post videos, sort of acts as an extended commentary on things that we talk about here and just general current ongoing issues. A lot of it has to do with the military. Some of it has to do with transitioning out of the military or joining the military. Some of my earliest videos back in 2016 are about joining the military in that process, as well as just current things happening here in politics and in current events. So if you want to go give that, you could inquire for it in the Discord. I will put that up there. I'm not going to say it over the because it's not. I don't have a pseudonym. It's just my name. So feel free to check that out if you'd like. What else? We're still obviously looking for guests. We want more people. We want people involved in this project. We want to grow. So please like the video on YouTube. View the podcast when it goes live on the weekends. It's usually Saturday
this
mornings
with your friends as well.
Yeah, share this video, guys. That's the best way to grow. You share it with your friends. Yes, it's long form conversation. Yes, it's usually just me running my damn mouth. But we're talking we're talking about things on here that you otherwise wouldn't be able to hear from a mainstream source. And it's countering opinions. It's open discussion. It's always going to be open discussion. So, just please, we are kindly asking that if you do appreciate what we do here, that you do help us grow by sharing these videos, talking about it with your friends. Even if you don't want to share the video, tell them where to find us. Be like, hey, you can go onto Twitch. There's a podcast that goes live every Saturday.
It is lit in here, John.
It is very.
Yes, it is. It is lit.
It
is whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, Death Wish Coffee, 1800 Tequila, all the different shout outs that we gave, all the signings and stuff at Lord of the Rings and Just in Time for TV. talked about, all
And-
just everything.
Shout out to our viewers, of course.
Shout out to the
we
viewers.
love you all.
This wouldn't exist without you.
Yeah.
You're the real
Always,
MVP.
Always here to grow and here to answer all your questions that you have for us. And
Yeah.
any new people that join as well.
Of course.
Y'all are always welcome. Anybody's welcome.
Yeah, of course. But otherwise, yeah, we've been trying to change the format of these like episodes where they're a little shorter, but we just kind of we go rapid fire. I think that's a good way to keep this, because we don't want 3-hour episodes and people aren't going to want to watch that.
No.
So I would say, yeah, if y'all like this, just please spread the word, share it, like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what you want to see more of, less of. If you want to hear me talk less and the twins talk more, or excuse me, Lord of the Rings and Just in Time for TV talk more, then
You
say
guys ask
that.
questions and stuff, we will answer. That's how we get
Yes.
to talk more.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we have the longer episodes, but usually with audience interaction, it's better.
Yeah, so we always enjoy audience interaction. It makes the
Oh, we-
podcast.
We love our
Love it.
audience. Yeah. But otherwise, I got nothing. I'm done. I'm done for today. I'm done for this Saturday.
Yep, I'm all pooped out.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
We
Well,
appreciate everybody, of course.
of course, love you guys. Take it easy. Drink waters. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Do good. Fight evil. All the things. And always remember, when it comes to any decisions, don't take our advice. We're not medical professionals. We're not financial professionals. We're not telling you where to invest your money or what you should and shouldn't do with your body. Just always remember, we'll always advocate for personal choice. With that being said, if you guys got anything to throw it in. Otherwise, Justin, take us home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Thunderdome Podcast. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Later, guys.